Amazing all week, Australia. Let's make some noise. Fnatic, Team Liquid. It's a grand final, best of 5. It'll be Fnatic starting on the CT side here. They have got their work cut out for them. Team Liquid have looked absolutely stellar throughout this tournament. They send them flashbang towards middle here. To be Stewie 2K leading the way. JW manages to avoid the flashbang, but mid-control granted towards Liquid at this stage. They still have smokes and molotovs, and they push JW right back as they set themselves up for a B split. They've made their way through towards checkers here, Matt.
JW back down toward highway, though. He's going to try and make contact with Stewie. Krim's actually got the kill. He was peeking from the top side of the site, but the action's on B. That's where the bomb heads. Twist that exists. They'll find the kills that are favorable, but it's Twist's Russell. Keep that in mind. That gets the kill back. JW closes it. Fnatic win the round. That's right. We've got both Twists in the server.
Yeah, that keeps getting very good throughout this tournament as Liquid will now take a full eco. They're buying up in the next round. Twists will get a deagle, and that's about as exciting as it gets. As they hold up for any aggressive CTs here, I don't think we'll see many Liquid kills. If they can get a bomb plant down somehow, that'd be absolutely fantastic, but the chances of that happening are very slim indeed.
Stewie's the furthest forward on A main. No boost as of yet. Could try for the waterfall effect to middle and push on to JW. Usually if you can do that, if you can catch the player at the bottom of highway, you can get the gun. If JW is onto it though, he backs off, keeps the distance long by going up the corridor, and it becomes almost impossible at that point, so you really have to make it work. And the risk perhaps not worth the reward. They're going to take the bomb to the door, fastest entry point to the bomb site.
Doing what they can, trying to bleed out that utility. 2 flashbangs left on Fnatic, but it will be Liquid now. Posturing towards the A site, the bombs towards Squeaky Door, and Stewie's deagle's gone down.
Hey, Krim's getting Stewie's important because that lets it exist. Okay, and Krim's finds them. I was going to say, get them back in the site. They were almost playing a retake setup with the rifles, and without utility, they could have potentially gotten the bomb plant. That would have been the win for Liquid in this situation. Instead, though, Krim's gets 4 kills. Phenomenal start for him as he now has 5 overall.
The advantage here, but if Fnatic can win this round, they're in such a prime position to get a strong CT half post. Remember, this is one of the few T-static maps we have.
Keep in mind as well, you say that they have the advantage. A bit of a force buy in the second round in terms of pistols means they only have 2 smokes. And this counter boost, Brolan, MP9, this is exactly what you want to do with it. Elijah's already up but smoke down. He could catch them off. Did he make it? He didn't. They actually failed on it. He fell back down, and they're going to get caught running back. 2 to peek. Twist got 1, Exist gets 2. Elige trades off, and Naf, he makes the difference. He finds the player at the bottom of highway. That means Elige is actually pushing up, rotating in, and Krims is on the ground at forklift. He's going to watch toward the door. He's got a good position if he reads Elige to actually stay covered. And Naf can't, oh no, Elige just walked out. Naf is so low, he's got to go door alone. If he drops that bomb, Krims has done enough again. That forklift has given him so much protection, and it's certainly one of the talking points. Will it be changed when the map is reintroduced or not? Stewie, he tries to hunt back in that direction. Bomb, again, stays at the door. Stewie's the one that has to make the move.
He absolutely does. He's got no utility, but a bit of time on his side. Krim still behind the forklift, and that's enough for Twist to come up towards highway and find them. Round number 3, we said that was the storage area at the very start, and Brolan boosting towards Sunroom. I like this, nice and early as well. You wouldn't expect it at this stage of the game, so they need to be very careful of that position as they run for their default here. Liquid just trying to probe towards the key choke points of the map. You can see main entrance, Squeaky Door, and still boosting towards Sunroom. CTs are holding strong right now. Krim's alone on A, but Exist is rotating in.
Skylight boosts not seen often. Stewie's made a lot of noise toward the door. They certainly know that he is there. Default, he'll stay. He will be the A default. That much is clear. Brolan is getting aggressive, though, and they're going to rotate back around on this. So much information. Twists waits for him to see if he actually pushes through useless, but that's too far back. JW and the other Twist will boost in middle, putting the op up above the smoke, and that's an easy, oh, I thought it was an easy shot for a man like JW. It's information nonetheless, but they couldn't get it, and now Russell's going to take the initiative to walk up toward the white box. Instead, though, he goes back for the bomb, and if there's 2 in mid, there must only be 1 at B, but the problem is his location catches them off, and Nitro down already. He'll be forced out, but no, he won't. Oh, it does spread, but a good smoke. He's got safety there.
Yeah, somehow still alive at this point, but Elige has made his way towards checkers. Twist seems to be very aware of it though, takes him down. Another advantage here for Fnatic. They keep finding the kills. There's no response whatsoever. This is absolutely perfect from Fnatic. Brolan has shut them down single-handedly with this position towards the Sunroom. They've got absolutely no chance. He finishes things off. On the grand finals, there seems to be a mental block there. Luckily, it's a best of 5. It's very early days in their opponent's map pick. No real cause of concern just yet. As Crims will be boosted in Shroud, looking to change things up. You can drop this in once a half. We've seen Crims get 1 kill in it this tournament. Haven't seen much of Cash. Stewie with the standard smoke to block vision away from Quad. And it looks like with 5 players on this side of the map, they're going to fully commit on this A set piece.
Top clears out Quad. Crims is boosted though, and he's going to let them go. Oh, this is a slaughter. An absolute slaughter. He's got the roll. Exist got 2 kills for it, but he finds 3 in the end. And Liquid are flat. They have absolutely nothing for Fnatic right now. Brolan's been shutting them down on one side of the map. Crims does it on the other, and Exist is consistent as he has been throughout all 3 of those. In fact, all 5 Fnatic players have had MVP-worthy games, and the fact of the matter is they all are that close together statistically because they've been playing so well as a unit.
Love this from Crims. The fact he's so patient as well. Ash in favor of Fnatic and Nitro. He used to be good at these entry picks, and now they're taking damage towards the boost position. Nafly down to absolutely nothing. 21 HP as the Molotovs come through, and they are finding frags at this point. Ziggs looking for another one. He can't connect the spray transfer, and finally, it's a 2 versus 2 that actually looks possible for Team Liquid now.
Stewie just waiting to see if the push will come through. It's 3 ops alive, 2 of which are on the Fnatic side. All of the kills in mid. So those 2 ops anchoring either side, sure, it gives them great counter potential, but they can't switch to a rifle should they be required. One of 2 could on rotation, I suppose, but not certainly to defend the take. And it looks like mid-vent B. Vents aren't blown out either. That's going to give away what it is when they do. And they'll make that noise. Twist hears it. He'll stick to tree. Smoke off in that position means his AWP is rendered useless for now. He could rotate toward heaven. They need to get the bomb down in the meantime, in the interim, because JW is on the move, and Twist, he can still catch this. Oh, he had the Molotov down. Oh, he tagged him on a quick scope that fast. The preset aim, and he knows he did. The nade, it's going to go back to our default. Stewie had the presence of mind not to play there, but look who's already arrived. Twist is down inside a checker room. JW gets it with the op on vents, and it's 19 HP, triple op. AK swap, excuse me, for JW. He does pick up the body from Russell, but now it's going to be Stewie. He has to get aggressive. Good find on the first one. Best chance for Liquid, and it's a one-on-one. Smoke. Oh! Entry, but he fires into it.
Bring a few rounds together. Cannot afford to let this one slip by. Elige, he'll be going fast, and he's had enough. He's trying to get that first pick. Crims taking a lot of damage. JW even more. Opening advantage now for Liquid, and they can fall back. They do not have to fully commit to this.
Crims top forklift. Means no railing in front of him from catwalk to impede upon his ability to drop in and get cover. Smoke fades, not as good of a position. He plays the corner instead. No commitment yet from Team Liquid. Brolan again pushed up under the vent this time. Is the only one on B. The early pick is forced rotations, 3 on A, and it's Naf to work over this time, not Stewie. Stewie instead has the bomb. Elige at white box doesn't have much to work with in terms of being able to support. Forces smoke out from the T side. Back of the red crate. But if they think they're going to be able to get in easily, Exist is still waiting toward the fence. Not isolated. Crims can back off. He's got Elige down with the op.
This is fantastic utility work now from Fnatic. They're locking them in. They have no choice to go back towards B.
Round, because he heard the tick of damage from the Molotov inside of Squeaky, and that was the only entrance point for the bomb. Fantastic find of 3 kills in a row for Team Liquid. It's on to Brolan. A man who's been absolutely dominant on B. He'll get spotted. Good positioning from Nav, reading that he's likely going to push through based on how aggressive he's been.
Right towards the end, but it still wasn't quite enough. Once again, fast-paced here. JW continues his assault towards middle. Shot after shot connecting. This time a Stewie 2K to go down. And mid-control looks pretty decent here for Fnatic. That's off.
JW is going to bounce below the stair. Hopes exist in his presence, and the fact that it's dropped down lower means they can actually do exactly that on the railing and see above it, but they're going to elect not to. I don't think they're confident of the fact that they have the position or that no one's watching them. Naf, look at Brolin again.
He's back in it.
And it's been 7 rounds since he was there, so they probably won't check it. Oh, he's missed the shots though, but the fully blind Naf, he can't get the spawn. Now they'll focus him, line up, and look at the damage. Sure, they get the trade. Nitro's on 1. He's dead now. JW got him with the op either way, and he'll rotate toward heaven. It's already on fire, but Elijah's not crossed over to get the bomb in position, so he's still going to be there when the bomb tries to go, and in fact, he goes early, wanting to catch them on the rail. Too easy. Tex twists through it and follows it to hit him on a second shot as well.
JW is looking like an absolute beast right now. Every shot is just with so much conviction. 3 kills in the round. It's Elijah who has to clutch out now. Stewie managed to do it in the 2 versus 1. Can he go one step further here? And he's trying to encroach in his position. There's flames all around him. He gets the first frag. It's actually looking possible at this stage. CTs have to work together. He's applying pressure. Who will come out on top as the bomb ticks away? CTs with the AWP up front, and it does work out. JW, a position that's gone more and more into fashion in the last few months. It yields a kill. There's a little bit of damage there. AWP might have been able to get it. Nitro, not the player in position, but JW might be. Oh, wow, he really is pulling out all the stops today, Matt. He seems like he knows exactly where they are. His aim is pinpoint accurate, and at this stage, he wants a bit more. Back towards Squeaky Door. This is JW of old we're watching right now.
He's getting aggressive again. Good flash, though. He'll be caught out. Good read. Finally, something that Liquid looked proactive on. Shut the door by Stewie. He'll open it inwardly. That gives him the angle toward Highway instead without being too vulnerable to anyone that wants to peek out from inside of the site. Exist is that player. He's the one that could have wrapped on that. Up in the smoke, you'll see their feet when they walk out. He's got the advantage. Oh, the flash timing, though. Couldn't see it. And Naf reads the Crims is forward. Does exist. He can just barely see it, but Stewie saw it in return. Another big kill. Second time Stewie has answered exist in that position, and bomb to go down for Nitro. They get the Molotov. Oh, it does. It spreads. And Brolin knows it. He stepped out, caught them retreating, and got 2 kills. It's now down to Naf versus Twist.
That was absolutely epic from Brolan. He's given Twist an opportunity now to win out in this 1 versus 1. Naf with no utility and hasn't recovered the bomb just yet. 20 seconds remaining. He's hoping he can best Twist in a one-on-one duel, but now it's to get his skates on, recover the bomb. As time ticks away, he'll have to go for a safe blind here, surely. He can't really do anything else. Actually fakes it out. Twist is going to take the bait. Oh, that's good from Naf. So calm. Fnatic, they've finally been broken. Scouts, 1 M4, SMGs, and some Deagles. It was going so well for them. They're 10-5 half. If Liquid can get it, it's certainly recoverable.
Just holding it out. Smoke to top Highway. Stewie will complement that smoke. Naf, he'll go around with him. They'll head towards Squeaky Door instead. The fact of the matter is, though, 55 seconds. Not a lot going on. Finally, Exist looks for information, and Nitro gets it. That's going to give them the advantage on the take. 3 smokes down. JW's locked out. It's all on Crims. Not that that's been a problem for him, but having a scout this time, it might be. Misses finding his 2nd kill before Lige takes him back, but watch out for Brolin. He's the last alive UMP at that range. He's caught by Nitro. If he could have snuck in, might have been able to catch the bomb.
Yeah, I had a feeling maybe 1 kill was possible, but not going to be the case there. Fnatic on their force buy didn't really have enough to work with their Exist. Tried to push towards A, may get a cheeky 1D. He could fill them. About to commence their assault on the A site, but couldn't get the 1D. Scout did some damage, but overall a very successful round for Liquid, and they look dead on for a 10-5 scoreline, and they were so far removed from this game. So it's impressive. We'll see if they can pick it up cleanly. Just Eagles and a couple of CZs here for Fnatic. As Naf does the initial damage, but takes an incendiary and a few bullets, and he'll actually go down. It's Twist trying to recover it now.
Stewie, AK in mid 2 there, though. White box as well. If they make that 3 sandbags, if they even catch him, If he gets spotted, he's done. He's dead. Flash out, he misses the shot anyway. It's a huge problem. The AK needs to be protected. Elise will try and do it. Flash again, he dodges, but can't hold off Crims. And it's falling apart. Fnatic are actually stealing. In fact, this was the best chance on paper for Liquid. They finally broke Fnatic. And they still can't win it out. Spray control twists. Oh, that's much better. It took him a while to find the first two, but the third shot changes the round. It's just Brolan left. He's got an AK, though. And as always, he's sneaking around.
They know he plays that B side. He's making a lot of noise at this point. He doesn't go down, but surely they finish things off here. Players towards Ed. There's no retake mentality here whatsoever for the North Americans. And all 5 players for Fnatic are heading in that direction. Smoke goes in, Flash as well. This will be the Molotov towards Quad, and they're going to go off this.
Naf holding it out. He'll get dropped by JW. That's a fast kill and a smoke down. They have to respond. Elise certainly will. He'll find 2 of his own P2000 just to note. And he will go over 9,000 twists as he gets back in through smoke. Audacious push, and it's 2 kills down, which means Exist is left alone. He's got to recover the bomb. It got to default. And in 10 seconds, he's got all day to work with on this, though. And there's no more defensive utility for Team Liquid, so they have to be very sure of their positioning. Nitros has already been spotted. Worse than that, he's been tagged. Stewie's not quite in position to trade, but he still beats the aim of Exist, and Liquid get a much needed
from Twist, who start to get warmed up now, getting sharper and sharper as the rounds go by.
He wants to get up, try and hold off mid. The wall alone. But Exist is already down. Good find. Look at the amount of damage and presence they put towards Elise. He didn't soften them up quite as much as he would have liked to. That nade will take Twist down below, or just 250, I should say. Got the information they wanted mid, and therefore Nitro sneaks in behind them. Naf contains, and round on that alone, it should be. He gets the hat trick.
And they could be doing more of the same here. 5 players once again over towards the B storage. It's Nitro and Naf to defend with not much at all. CZ sits behind the box, and Naf behind the smoke. I don't think the player here is long for this world. Should be a quick kill. They haven't checked yet. Oh my goodness, what's happened here? Nafly gets 2 through the smoke. It's Nitro that does the damage, but Nafly knocks him down.
He has to back away though, no gun recovered. And they leave a lot of ground in the B site in the meantime, so it's still winnable for Fnatic, certainly recoverable. The biggest key in the play on that is not only that they found the 2 through the smoke, it's how far forward Elise has gotten. Stewie's gonna make matters worse. He finds Twist, Elise continues to push. He's still not confident enough to think they haven't rotated back or that they might, so he's just gonna hold rather than try and wrap and trap, if you will. Get behind and then lock them into the B tunnels.
Can't believe that Fnatic didn't check that position. That's sloppy. One mistake like that, it looks like it might cost them the round, but they still have a chance here to bomb down. They have AKs and no guns are recovered.
And the context of the game, one mistake really overall, they haven't made many. It's been pretty perfect almost in terms of their team play, but yet this one's massive because it could be an 8th for Liquid that they would steal back the momentum from. 3 walking in the same position, though, and the AK still have range. Brolan spins around, Elise gone, Twist as well. It was always going to be difficult once the bomb went down, and Fnatic showcased exactly why.
The CT's Nitro playing a different angle, so they'll get back up there. And you can wait for about 20 seconds or so, see if there's any kill available. Certainly worth it if it pulls off.
Goes to mid for Exist. Elise is there at Sandbags Nitro. He's able to accompany him. So Naf elects for a scout and plays at tree. No one's inside of A aside from Twists. Recovered. And they'll go for 2 on the boost. 2 to counter out the 2 that are holding it. What a shot from Exist. Elise, he looked like he had that set and ready.
Exist has been impressive throughout the tournament, and that's a prime example of his potential. They've got the early pick here, but there's 30 seconds remaining. CT's trying to recover ground as they push towards A main. It has shoved Fnatic back towards the B site, and it's up to Stewie now, who's been very good in the crucial situations to try and defend the bomb site and delay them as long as possible.
Naf with only a scout just needs to soften them up. Any damage is good damage because he'll help his teammate in the back line, which they now know is there. Naf's done better than that. He finds Twist. Stewie gets a second before he drops. Gives them a fighting chance to get back in. At 8 seconds, bomb has to be planted. They could justify pushing the smoke because they they would isolate Crims in the process, but they'll wait. They'll hold. Naf's gun barrel is a tell. He's got to be super careful in his position, and he's now alone. 15, make it 1 HP with 2 to find. He knows they're both on the site, but they won't peek him. They won't give him an inch, and then Crims just takes care of it. 13 for from the other side. Nice. Couldn't find the first shot on the Deagle. Knows they're at least in A main, so that gets Stewie and Naf a lot closer. Speaking of, Naf's actually going to get a kill. Naf follows that up for a second before going down. Stewie's taking advantage of the smoke. He's going to try and run at the quad. Brolan's aware, though. I think he heard him going in that direction, so he backs off with the bomb. Doesn't want to get caught in the act. But 30 seconds, they might, because Nitro's also going to wrap in behind them. Door's going to give him a sudden entrance, a sudden sleight of attack as well on the pistol, meaning that he doesn't have to worry about retaking a main. Twist finally gets his Deagle shot, spots 2 more as well, and now Nitro's position becomes massive because he opens the door and catches one of the backline. It's all onto Brolan, who drops the bomb. Crims against Stewie in a one-on-one. 11 seconds. He can't get to the bomb. It's not possible! It's not possible! That is impossible! He couldn't get to the bomb, he couldn't win it, and he finds him in the smoke. Fnatic get 14.
With the open hands of JW, which has just been so assertive and aggressive. I've loved watching his opening picks. Can he find another one here as he works towards that squeaky door?
Overpass and Dust 2 are our next 2 maps. Those are guaranteed in a best of 5. Those are both picked by Liquid. Fnatic, Liquid, Liquid, Fnatic left over. That's the veto order. Flash deep, JW not caught by that. He's got just enough vision toward the forklifts, but likewise he's not going to be spotted or given anything in return from Twist. Nitro starts off against Crims, follows up against Swedish Twist and Brolan. He's got great hold. It's done with a Krieg as well on the CT side that they brought over from the last round.
Yeah, that's really
Brolan's, if I'm not mistaken.
In fact, he gets the first 2 without the scope and then adjusts to blow off the head of the third. That's quite nice. Now 5 versus 2. Not really much can be done with this. Nitro looking for his 4th kill. Holding for it. Might be a chance if Exist swings out wide, and he does, and Nitro takes him down. Liquid are back on their feet. They're gunning for overtime here. At the very least, get everyone warmed up, get the nerves off. Grand final stages always seem to elude them. As JW now holds with the orb. He's certainly not winning this. Doesn't look like he'll save either.
Ace, they're letting Nitro go for it. He's got all 5. They can executing against a double op setup. That could punish them dearly. So Liquid will have to be very careful with both ops to make sure they find picks early enough. Stewie doesn't quite go for the fast pick toward B. He did have the spawn forward. He dropped off Heaven, but elected to back off the angle instead. Meanwhile, Naf in middle is going to have a lot of company. He's got one friend in Nitro, but last time he played there, I shouldn't say last time, but one of the times, I think he's been there 3 times, Exist absolutely removed him immediately.
There's a good flashback, and Naf like to do nothing about it. What a couple of shots that is from Brolan. Excellent work, and there's still a 3rd CT behind the sandbags. Nitro have it all to play for here, and he is getting wrecked. The HE is landing at his feet, but he has got Brolan in front of him. This one bullet on either side could do it. It's the young man to get his 3rd, and now surely this is where it ends.
As soon as they killed the Legion, the counter pick, the fact that he had to extinguish the Molotov, they knew exactly where he was. There was nothing that Nitro could have done to get out of that situation alive. Baited Brolan in as far as he could, but ultimately he could see defeat first. Twist waits. Double off. That's all that Liquid have left. The rifles went down first. I said the execution potential could cost the AWP's positioning. They've already used the smokes, and 1 remains. It's the ops they have to left to fight. The fact that there is no smokes does mean the ops have a chance to catch them, but not with positioning like this from Crims. A site's wide open. They'll head that direction.
Looks like that's enough now. It will be Stewie 2K on the retake with the AWP. He doesn't even stand a chance at the first hurdle, and it will be Fnatic taking the first map here in our grand final. It's their pick, but